History is built by those who dared to lead when the world stayed silent. Today, we honor a legacy of courage, sacrifice, and triumph, a story that belongs to all of us. Help us keep these vital memories alive by subscribing and hitting the bell icon now. Join us as we journey into the life of a man who didn't just witness history, he made it. This is the story of a true legend. John Sterling. A silence now hangs over the air at Yankee Stadium, one that has never been felt quite like this before. That voice, which served as the heartbeat for millions over decades, has finally come to rest. On May 4, 2026, an era in sports broadcasting reached its end as John Sterling passed away at the age of 87. Born in 1938, John Sterling was more than just a commentator. He was the very personification of the New York Yankees, a figure without whom the game felt incomplete. The magnitude of his legacy can be measured by the fact that between 1989 and 2019, he brought the magic of his voice to a staggering 5,060 consecutive games, a record that stands as a testament to his immense passion and obsession for his craft. His signature flair, his personalized chants for players, and his world-famous victory proclamation, "The Yankees win!" now remain only as echoes in our memories. He dedicated 36 years of his life to this team and this sport, serving as both the witness and the narrator for 5 World Series championships. As we say goodbye to him today, we are not just losing a voice, we are witnessing the closing of a chapter in sports history that united generations through the airwaves. A 12-time Emmy Award winner, John Sterling proved that a voice has the power to transport a fan miles away directly into the heart of the diamond. The stadium lights feel a little dimmer today in his honor, for New York has lost its greatest fan, and the world has lost its most melodic voice. Mike Stenson. The landscape of modern cinema is forever changed by the passing of Mike Stenson, a man whose influence was felt in every frame of Hollywood's most iconic spectacles. Born in 1963 and departing this world on May 5, 2026, Stenson was the invisible architect of the blockbuster, a producer who possessed the rare ability to marry massive scale with heartfelt storytelling. From the high-seas adventure of Pirates of the Caribbean to the adrenaline-fueled skies of Top Gun, Maverick, his touch turned ambitious ideas into global phenomena. For decades, he stood at the helm of Jerry Bruckheimer Films, navigating the complexities of production to deliver stories that captured the world's imagination. His legacy is not just written in box office records, but in the countless memories of audiences who sat in the dark, captivated by the magic he helped create. An alumnus of Boston College and Harvard Business School, he brought a rigorous brilliance to the art of filmmaking, yet he never lost sight of the wonder of the silver screen. As we honor his life, we remember a man who lived to make us believe in heroes, and though his seat in the screening room is now empty, his vision will continue to light up screens for generations to come. Stein Erik Hagen. Today, the world of business and the nation of Norway stand in silent reflection as we mark the passing of a titan of industry and a guardian of Nordic heritage. Stein Erik Hagen, the visionary entrepreneur and longtime chairman of Orkla, passed away on May 5, 2026, at the age of 69. His departure leaves a significant void in the European corporate landscape, where he was respected as much for his strategic brilliance as he was for his deep commitment to philanthropy and the arts. The history of Nordic enterprise is inextricably linked to the life of Stein Erik Hagen, a man who combined a fierce competitive spirit with a profound sense of duty to his homeland. Born in 1956, Hagen was a self-made pioneer who climbed to the summit of the business world from the humble beginnings of a family grocery store. He didn't just build a retail empire with Rimi, he changed the daily lives of millions of people. As the steward of Orkla, he became a symbol of Norwegian economic strength, guiding some of the region's most beloved brands with a steady and far-reaching hand. However, his legacy is perhaps most beautifully reflected in his life away from the spotlight, in the art galleries he enriched and the medical causes he championed. He was a man of complex layers, a leader who valued tradition yet never feared the future. As we honor his memory, we remember a patriot of industry whose influence reached far beyond the stock exchange. Stein Erik Hagen leaves behind a legacy of innovation and generosity, a reminder that the greatest success is measured not in what one accumulates, but in the lasting impact left on the culture and well-being of one's nation. Doris Fisher. The history of global retail is forever woven with the thread of Doris Fisher's brilliance, a woman who proved that a simple idea could clothe the world. Born in 1931 and passing into history on May 5, 2026, Doris was the quiet force and creative heart behind the Gap. In an era when the business world was dominated by men, she co-founded a brand that bridged the generation gap and turned denim into a universal language of comfort and style. From the first store in San Francisco to a sprawling empire of thousands, her instinct for what people wanted to wear was unerring. Yet, her legacy extends far beyond the folded sweaters and denim racks. It lives on in the museums she enriched with her vast art collection and the classrooms she supported through her tireless philanthropy. She was a woman of immense grace and sharp intellect who believed that business success was only meaningful if it was used to uplift the community. As we honor her memory, we remember a trailblazer who styled the nation and a philanthropist who sought to brighten the future for every child. Doris Fisher leaves behind a world that is more colorful, more stylish, and more generous because of her presence. Frank Calvarese. The story of Frank Calvarese is written in the quiet courage of a life spent in service to the law. Born in 1950 and passing into eternity on May 5, 2026, Frank was a man of steel and integrity who walked the thin blue line with a rare sense of humility. From his early days patrolling the neighborhoods of Philadelphia to his high-stakes assignments as a U.S. Marshal, he was the silent guardian who never sought the spotlight, yet his presence made every room safer. He understood that the badge was not just an emblem of authority, but a sacred promise to the community, a promise he kept every single day of his 40-year career. His legacy, however, is found not just in his commendations or his rank, but in the lives of the countless officers he mentored and the citizens he protected. He was a man of deep faith and fierce loyalty to his family, qualities that fueled his resilience through the darkest nights of his profession. Even after the uniform was laid aside, his counsel remained a North Star for those still in the fight. As we honor his memory, we mourn a pillar of the community whose strength gave others confidence, and whose service left the world a more just place. Frank Calvarese was a soldier of peace, and though the watch has ended, his spirit remains on patrol in the hearts of all who knew him.